Hello everybody, Jared back again, and welcome to another episode of NHL 21 Franchise Mode with your Vancouver Canucks. Alright guys, let's just jump back into this here. So, end of last episode, we had a fairly disappointing playoff round and a fairly quick, I know I just went a little bit quick through that whole draft situation, but for the most part, I think our team is mostly here. We did get that defensive defenseman in the third pick, which is awesome. I'm actually think I'm going to use him in the NHL this season. We will see, but we do have to discuss our defense actually. But before we do that, let's actually get ourselves two free agents. I believe I offered, well, actually, you know what? I offered a bunch of contracts. So let's make sure everybody, we looks like we have are you a coach? Yeah, it looks like we have a coach that has said no. So we might have to go in there and do that. Willow Domi has accepted. I believe that's these are all scouts, I believe, that I've just re-signed. So we're going to go through this really quickly, get all these guys re-signed, and then hopefully there'll be some players that have said yes to some. There we go. Edler's come back, and I don't even know who I just skipped over. Leshurkin, I think. Jake Leshurkin has decided to come back. Same has Igor, and Utenin has decided. Great. I think that is the majority of people. Let's go to our contracts. Just make sure we're not going to miss anybody horribly here. Just Shaw is saying he doesn't want to come back. We have about 14 mil in cap space. I actually have not offered Sterling here a contract, so let's get him on the team. 17 years old. I think he's going to be able to fit directly into our third pairing and hopefully grow in that role. Right now, he's set as a depth. So if we have to, we can actually have him in a depth role. But 85, 87, 86 are all awesome stats. He's got good skating, basically good everything. He's not going to be the most offensive guy in the world, but he is a defensive defenseman. So I think he's going to do well. Yeah. Okay. So we're also going to see, do you want to come back? What are you looking for, Shaw? Can I just give you what you want? How about 1 year at 2.5? Let's see if he will say yes to that. It's a little bit much for a fourth line contract, but he did gain some morale for getting offered a contract. Getting a few more people here. And yes, he said yes, and then we have even more people. Okay, so coaching staff, I believe we were having a wee bit of problem with. You have no contract. Is that the problem? Yes, it was this guy. So I'm going to offer you even more money. He said no to an extension because he was too experienced for what he had. Well, if I give you over $1 million, will you come back? I also see that I do not have a goalie coach in the AHL, but I'm going to have to wait till the free agency market before I go after you. So we're going to see what's available to us then. Let's see if he will say yes to that one. Okay, he's saying no to that role. Well, you know what? I'm just going to have to replace him in free agency. Shaw said yes already, so I think I am free. Just make sure that I don't have any goalies that are off contract. All expiring, and goalies. Nope, we're good. Let's get ourselves to free agency and go from there. Send to free agency. Yeah, I'm aware. No, I'm not. He kept saying no, so, you know, screw that dude. Yeah. Okay, so, things we need. Not much in our top 6 in the forward group, but I do think that we may need something in the top 6 in our actual player group. So what I'm thinking is we need to switch up our top 4 a little bit here. So let's take a look at our defensemen here. What I'm thinking is, obviously, Quinn and Luke are our 1 and 2 on the left. It does look like Quinn would play on the right. We could see if we can get chemistry with those two playing together. But I think that Noah Dobson has played his last game with us, unfortunately. I think just the fact that he's a two-way defenseman, I mean, he's so good, but just the chemistry, I think that we need to do a little bit of switch up. Now, I don't think that Jet Wu is going to turn out to be that top 4 defenseman we wanted him to. He's a little bit expensive, unfortunately, for what he gives, but I think he's going to be a bottom pairing defenseman once, he's in our system. So I'm assuming that at some point Sterling is going to jump up and take over that top 4 role, possibly even top 5. It'll take a little while. Another two-way. We just have so many two-ways. Yeah, so I'm thinking that we want a top 2 defensive defenseman to take over that slot, and then maybe possibly drop down to the top 4, and our new guy will take over. I keep forgetting what his name is, but we just need to find ourselves on actual. So we have an OFD and D'Angelo. Let's just take a look for defensemen first. I'm assuming we're gonna have to trade for it. I also don't think there is a lot of defensemen out there. Defensive defensemen are kind of not a lot of them out there. So Chris Tanev could be an option. We've discussed bringing Chris back in the past. Where would he fit? A defensive pairing 3. Okay. So that'd be the real problem. I do think that we might have to go looking both for, and I know I finally actually used that finder there. Our own, Jacob Slavin would fit on defense pairing 1. Offensive pairing 1. Two-way defender. Could be an option. 4 years, 7.5. D'Angelo, what are you looking like? He doesn't fit on any of our schemes. Ethan Bear, what about you, my friend? You are an offensive defenseman. You would fit on what? Defensive pairing 1 as well. I think we need to look not in free agency. I think we're going to look through trade, because I do think that we're going to have to be getting rid of our friend. Who do we have? Good Lord, I've totally blanked on who we have there. Obviously, we're going to be sending a contract to this dude, though. 1970 overall, low elite. Amadio, is that what your name is? Amadio, please come. That would be amazing. All right, anything else here? I'm sorry, I'm just going to go through these potential people here to put on our team. Bjornfoot, high top 6D. I don't know if we need that. Potentially. No. I think I might just send a contract to our low elite here. Again, we're pretty, we got a lot of people down there, so we don't need a huge amount. Caden Kordzak, two-way defender. I am full of two-way defenders. What about goalies? Any potential goalies floating out in the realm there? We got a 19-year-old medium starter. A few medium starters, but nothing that I really... Oh, this guy's the goalie. Nothing that I really need there, I don't think. I think our goalie tandems are okay. I'll have to take a quick look. But I think that that's all we're going to go for free agents. But we are going to see if there's any coaches out there, both to solve our associate coach problem in the AHL and to see if there's any head coaches out there. So let's go take a quick look to see what is on the market here. We got Raymond... don't think. Okay, let's just take a look at these guys. If there's anybody that has a little bit better scheme fit than what we've got, both these guys are 63s. Got a 67 here, but he hates our top 3 there. Likes Noah Dobson, and we're trying to get there, so that's who it was. Noah Dobson was the person that we were considering moving on from. I think that we're just going to have to stick with what we have, guys. It's unfortunate, but we just cannot find anybody in that top role that's going to help us. But let's find ourselves somebody for the AHL associate here. Oh, there we go. AHL head coaches. Let's just find somebody in here that has decent teaching. As we're going down, we got an A, and you want to be an NHL associate. You're a generalist, B-. I don't think I'm going to be able to get him. I really only care about the teaching. So let's just see again. A-, NHL assistant. You have aspirations to be. We could probably get those guys. Probably be a little bit easier to find somebody that wants to be in that role. Probably in the C- range. You know what? I'm seeing a lot of AHL associates actually down here. So maybe if we did find that guy. Where's the lowest A- we can find? What are you? You got a few A's. You like veterans. Oh, that's terrible. How about a B minus? Generalist. Here's a B, NHL assistant. I think I'm going to try for this guy. Wait, I wanted you for associate coach in the AHL. Okay, so let's get you down to associate and just bump him all the way up. And then it was a goalie coach, I do believe, that we needed. One in the NHL, if there's a possible version of that. So we might take a quick look. Just give him a straight up $1 million. And let's go. Okay, here's a goalie coach. It has 0 teaching. Let's just do goalies. It's going to take us a little while to get there, if I remember correctly, though. There's not a lot of goalie coaching. You have to like scroll a million lines down. So that guy was a forward coach that we got. I'm not being too precious down in the AHL. I just want teaching. Man, could I have gone the other way? Probably. All right, so goalie coaches. We got a C minus here. This is bad teaching. D minus with bad teaching. Here's a D with A teaching. Is there anybody here? Got a C with A teaching. D minus with A teaching. A plus for a D. D minus. D minus. B minus with a B. No, but you probably wouldn't take that big of a drop off though. Well, I think we're just gonna have to go. This guy's also this guy's a head coach. There we go. A plus, D minus, goalie coach. Can you be my goalie coach in the AHL, please? AHL goalie coach. Let's offer him, I don't know, $500,000. See if he'll accept that. Or he only goes to that far. Fine. Offer. Ooh, Zendenka. Got ourselves a nice female goalie coach. I'd love to see that. Need more coaches in the hockey in general that are of the feminine persuasion, I guess. That's not the way you would say it. Females, just females in general, or anybody. It doesn't really matter. As long as they're just not a bunch of white guys, right? I'm going to say decline. I probably have to go through, and I just want to see if I get these guys. Zendenka says yes. Love to see it. Thanks for joining the crew. And Mark Trudeau. Get ourselves a nice white guy. All right, we got to edit our trade block. Get everything off here. I could put Dobson on there because I do want to get rid of him, but we're going to probably do a find a player thing. Let's just get out of here. It'll probably pop more people back on there, won't it? Yep. Get out of here. All right. Keep on keeping on. Sim 2 next season. We are ready to go. Oh, right. That's the young guy. Love to see it. Stop it. Oh, I still have my picks on. That's why. I'll just say no. Hopefully I don't have like just a massive amount. He says as he gets like 7 different. Was that for Zdeno Chara? I don't think it was. Okay, just get out of here, dudes. Okay. Do I have to go in there and personally turn them off? I hate this. Hate it. There should just be a button to say like trade block off. But there isn't, and it pisses me off. Go on, Sam. Let's go. I want to get these lines set up. You know what, guys? This is taking forever. I'm going to bring you guys back once I have the lines all set up and ready to go. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, and we are back. So let's take a look at the lines that I have sort of figured out. We are going to need to do a little bit of work because look at this logjam down the center. Now, I think that this is our set top 6. I cannot, for the life of me, get it any better than it is. I don't think. I really do just think that this is the way it has to be. It's worse if I put Podkozen down. Doing that doesn't do much. I think that is just the way it is. And what this means is that Horvat has been demoted to third line center. Luckily, we have ice allocation of running 4 lines, so that's fine. But that also means that we basically, with Max Domi, have 8 top 6 forwards. And you could probably even say that Gaudette is also a top 6 forward, that we are not getting the time he deserves. So, Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. We're going to need to get somebody out of here, and I do believe that Max Domi is the odd man out here. And when we look at defense, our top four is identical to what it usually is, and then DeHaan and Myers. And I have who is it? Scratch that I brought up. I have Why Not, who's actually he's set as a minor top 2 defenseman, but 86, 82, 84, not bad. Unfortunately, Alex Edler had a bit of a recess. He's gotten worse. He's a 77 overall, so not great. Okay, before we do anything else, we need to find a trade or just propose a trade. You know what? What I want to do is I want to find a player. Let's do player search. So this is how player search works. I don't know if we've done this before. I want to see what is out there for defensemen. I'm just going to say defenseman. I'm looking for somebody to take over for Noah Dobson. And I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say any, and we're just going to search for D-man and then go by potential here. So who do we have out there that exists in the world? All these guys are maxed out. We got Heiskanen. You are a left-right. You're a two-way, and you would fit none of our schemes. Line scouted on first. Okay, so you wouldn't do great. We got McAvoy here. Would you fit top 4 pairing? I'm looking for somebody that would fit our top 2 pairing, and I'm not too sure if we're going to find it. I highly doubt we'll be able to get Dahlin. Defensive pairing 1. Now that you are a two-way defender, you do fit on the defensive pairing 1. You're on a 3-year deal. We have technically the funds for it. I mean, that would be insane. That is one thing to look at. So Quinn's next there, obviously, and then Samahan. I don't know why I don't know his name. You're a two-way. We don't really have you fit for anything. Shabbat, I don't think we'll be looking for you. Top 4 would be a no-go. Noah Hannafin. What about you, my friend? We don't really have you scouted for some weird reason. Morgan Riley, I'm going to say no to. Ekman Larson, no. Krug, no. Luke is on our team. Lindgren. What are you? You're a two-way. I don't really know about you. So really the one that's jumping out to us here, Adam Boakfist, defensive pairing 1, offensive defenseman. Could be an interesting choice. He's on a bit of a easier to swallow deal. Okay, I think that it's going to be crazy, but we have a crazy amount of resources available to us. Let's stack our first line and see if we can get Dahlin. Let's try it. Might as well try it, right? Might as well. So we're going to do proposed trade. I didn't even check. Hopefully he is still on the Buffalo Sabres. They have Brent Burns on the block there. Dahlin is still there. Now, add asset. Retain salary. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, I know people are gonna be telling me to like try to do the fine trade thing. I know what I'm willing to give up, and it is going to be a little bit harder for me. So I'm gonna say that I'm willing to give up Max Domi and Noah Dobson. Now, this looks like it's going to be a crazy trade, and it will. So I'm gonna try and see. Do they have a center that I'm willing to take back in a 4th line role, possibly? 82 overall, 1 year left. Anderson here. What do you look like? 3rd line checker, not half bad stats. Could throw you in. You got Stahl is still around. Oh, different Stahl. Oh, right. I forgot the other Stahl was actually gone. Kyle Turis. 1 year at 1 mil. He's listed as a depth forward. Oh, actually, his defensive stats have gone completely down. We got Howard Luck. That'd be kind of hilarious to bring back Jace Howard Luck. Depth forward. You know what? Let's look instead. for another defenseman. Someone that could possibly take over for, Will Butcher. You would be good on top 4 pairings? Well, I mean, that could take care of both of our problems. Putting Will, kind of want to go from my system. I do have somebody else coming up in the system that I think is going to be taking over that top 4. Our young new 3rd round pick that I'm forgetting his name. So I'm more looking for someone on the bottom end here. We got this Chowerluck. What are you looking like? You're a 2-way defender. Look at those stats, though. Not bad. Do you fit on any of our schemes? Possibly? I mean, I wouldn't be horrified. That's a pretty sick deal to have him on. Let's see what they think about this. I'm assuming they're going to say it's not worth it. Yeah, really worth our while. All right, you know what? Let's just add something silly in there. Do you guys have anything you want to get rid of? Brent Burns, age 40, 2 years left on that deal. Hilarious. How big was that deal? I can swallow that deal. Sure. If you guys want to get rid of Brent Burns that badly, possibly they'll take it. All right, the value is not there. All right, so we're going to really need to find some value to get Darlene here, and I think it's going to be pretty hard. Let's see. Do we have any goalie value that I'm able to get rid of? Yes. We've got this guy here. Wallstead, obviously not, but I'm willing to throw in this young gentleman. They want him. That should go through. Should is a large word. Do I want to try and get more? I'm not really going to cheat the system here. Kind of Domi is kind of free money. Come on, guys. Really? Okay. So that's still going to be a little bit difficult here. I mean, Darlene obviously is a franchise player, so it makes perfect sense as to why they would not want to get rid of him. Let's start with our second round from 2 years ago and work our way up here. Rejected, still not taking it pretty well. What about a first from like 2028? Rejected. Seriously? All right, I assumed it would be difficult to get him, but that is a lot of value to be giving up here, guys. So I think we're going to have to find somebody else to go for. So I'm going to go for another quick search here, and then I will bring you guys back when I've found somebody that I am willing to trade. I've just found a interesting thought here. Olli Juolevi. Did we trade him away before we tried him on that top line with our current coaching scheme? I cannot remember if that is true or not. At the moment, he is saying a defensive pairing 1 fit would work. Possibly. That might not be a terrible idea. The only thing that I can think of outside of that I have found, and I've looked through everybody, was, who the hell was it? Boakfist. So Boakfist does seem like he possibly would fit in that number 1 slot, but he is an offensive defenseman. I think, say I'm crazy, but I think I might trade for Juolevi again. If I could go, I mean, they'd be basically swapping roles. If there was a 1-for-1 to bring Juolevi back to Vancouver, I got rid of him because he was basically taking a bottom 6 role for $4 million. I believe I even signed him to that contract. Will you guys accept that straight across? It does not meet your trade blocks. Well, let's see if we can meet your trade block. This is going to be an interesting attempt here. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's just get rid of some of our, garbage potential here. See if we can make this go across. And let's see if that works. Yeah. We're going to go to the roster. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Well, wait, did we not bring Juolevi into the NHL? Yeah, I think you can come up here, dude. Confirm. Why would they put him down there? Edit lines. Let's see what that looks like. I highly doubt. And yeah, I know we still have, what am I doing here? I know we still have Domi down there. What does this look like? Is this horrifying? There's a good chance this is horrifying. And it's not going to work at all, and that was terrible. +1. I mean, it's a different look. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, he gets a half, not bad fit, actually. What about that? We could try this. This is going to give +1 to both these guys, and then Quinn is going to get crazy amounts of pluses there. That's not better. Maybe we'll start with this. Quinn, you are saying top 2, but you're going to have lots of line time, so you're not going to be too complainy. I think I might go with something like this. Okay, so now we just have to get rid of Domi because he is not going to do anything for us. Let's go find ourselves something with Ty Domi here. He is the person I'm going to be getting rid of because there really isn't anything else. So Ty, let's find someone that loves you and someone that can take your cap and someone not in our division, like our rivals in all things, the Boston Bruins here. Now, what could we take back in exchange? Possibly somebody with some... Oh, right. Well, I do actually want centers. We got this guy, a mid-elite, depth forward, not half... He's a two-way, which sucks. So I'm going to say no to that. We've got this guy who's absolutely insane, but we do not need any more insane value like that. Sudnicka. He's on a only 1-year deal. What kind of a player are you? A two-way forward, not great defensive stats. Okay, fine. Not seeing anybody else there to replace him then. Let's, well, I mean, we're going to have more people in our system that can take over. So let's just do all skaters for now and find somebody else here. You got Taves here, Devin Taves, another two-way defender, but pretty good, and he could take over for Miller because Miller sucks at the moment. He's dropped off. That could be an interesting contract to bring on. I wonder if I can make them take Miller away from me, because I also really wanted Miller out of here if I could get him out. Let's go defensive pairings here. Can I make you take Myers, not Miller, sorry, Myers. He's only a 7th D. He's not doing too great anymore, to be completely honest. His stats are okay. He really doesn't have great line fit on that bottom pairing. So let's throw him. They actually want him. So you guys want me to take back another player. This guy has some value. He's got vague potential. Sure, look, those defensive stats are fine. We'll throw him in there, and then maybe a pick, just some kind of pick to make this worth our while. Your second, maybe that'll go through. Let us see if that fits everything. They have the salary for it. They think you came out ahead in this deal. That is totally fine. Let's go to roster moves, make sure everybody is up where they need to be, and then we can actually finally get some simming going on here. Would not be a bad thing at all. Okay, so nobody is up that needs to be up. Everybody's in the right place. All right, let's just go to edit lines then. Hopefully that fixed that. We are going to have ourselves a little bit of a center problem here. I think Mott's here. There you go, Mott. Subbing all lines. We're getting 0 down there, and Mott has no face-off, so we might want to call ourselves up a center from the AHL, possibly. Let's go to defense. Dahan, and we're going to throw in scratched. Yeah, we have 3 people here. So, he got brought up to the front. I see what you're saying. All right, so you're going to be plopped in there. That brings us down to a -0. Hate to see it. Why do you have... Oh, you hate that bottom pairing. Good Lord. That sucks. Well, that backfired terribly, didn't it? I guess that scouting was absolutely trash garbage, wasn't it? Well, good for you, my friend. You've screwed the pooch. You screwed the pooch? You screwed everything is what you've done. What if I put what's his face in here instead? Why not? That's not going to do anything for us, is it? It brings us to 0. Which is better than it was. Do I care that much? Probably a little bit. Man, that really sucks. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it as is, and maybe we'll do a little bit of trading. Maybe trade that guy, Taves away again, and go from there. But there is that defense that is just chilling out here in the NHL, which we do not need. There you go. Send you down to the AHL. And we need to look at a center in the AHL as well. Someone that can jump up and take some time. Right, we have this guy, Leshurkin, that I added back in. You're a fourth line center. You got fantastic stats. Get yourself back up here, dude. Yeah, we're putting you right back where you need to be. Edit lines. And who are we taking out of here? Yeah, well, down here, I'm just going to say best lines it. And then we're going back up to the NHL. This is just a huge amount of stuff before we actually get any playing. I brought Levi up here just to play depth. He actually has some half-decent potential. No, defensive stats. There's the words I'm looking for. And that is actually what we're looking for. Right wing center, center left wing. Do you have actually face-offs? I could have thrown you in, but you know what? This is going to be my fourth line. Finally, we are finally done. Let's get out of here. We're going to fix things. I got rid of people that I wasn't expecting to. Tyler Myers, love your time here, dude, but it was time to say goodbye. You were regressing quite a bit. Let's sim up to the regular season and actually get a little bit of simming done. Oh, right. I did sign some just low-level guys because we had nobody in the system down in the AHL for Larson. No. I'm doing it all on my own, guys. I don't need your help. Okay. Gosh darn it. Get out of here. Did they reset the trade block again? God. Just get out of here. Stop telling me to do things. I don't like it. I disapprove, everybody. Disapprove. All right. Yes, we are compliant. Yada, yada, yada. Waivers, all that jazz. Yep. I'm not even going to... My cells are signed. They're going to the right place. Okay. Finally, we are in a place where we can jump ahead through the schedule. Let's get this preseason started and get at least a month or so simulated so we can see how this team looks with these new lineups. Whew! Ooh, I might have to also, because I did not do. This is all just preseason, isn't it? Or is this the real deal? This is the real deal. I must have skipped through preseason there. That's fine. I should go up and see how it actually looked. I don't particularly care, but I also am seeing that. I'm gonna leave the first scouting. And it looks like Oli had a little bit of a nick going on. Look at this, guys. 7-0? Nope. Finally got our first loss, but go right back with a win. 7-1. Tyler Toffoli. Oh no, Tyler, you're a bottom 6 now. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Absolutely not. We're not taking Tyler Toffoli back. Look at this team, you guys. Well, we've done something right. Looks like Jake has got himself injured there, unfortunately. Looks like Podkozin lost some stat growth. He's back down to a 90. I would do that, but I'm not going to. Lind is that? I wonder if that is stat growth or what. Horvat is doing fine. All right, so I was getting myself distracted. Who is scratched in here? Right. Forgot you for a second. And you are a left wing in general. So Tyler Mott, you're gonna have to take face-offs. I know you suck at them. There we go. Okay, because Shaw can vaguely take face-offs, at least a little better than Mott can. All right, let's continue simming here. See where we're at the end of the month. Another win. Good Lord. Oh, man. November 30th. That is a fairly long jaunt. I think we're going to have to call somebody up here. So if you are gone, what I think I'm going to do is... So Gaudet is a center, left wing, center. Horvat is just a pure center. Just for ice time reasons, I think I'm going to have to throw in Dahan here. It is for a whole month. So I'm going to have to call somebody up from the AHL. Okay, yeah, I'm calling. Go to roster moves. Who do I want to call up? Oop, no. Yes. Yeah. I do want to do that anyway. Sorry. Got myself a little confused by those screens there. All right. So I have your defenseman. I could call up Jonathan Deline. That would be pretty hilarious. Defensive stats are pretty garbage, but he is an absolute. He just wrecks face down in the AHL. I should have showed you. Actually, I bet we can show you his stats. Where do I see your stats, my friend? Full career stats X. Utica, 91 points last season. Did pretty well the season before. He's had a fairly good career, but last year he had 65 assists. Absolutely wrecked face last year. I think I'm going to call him up. Jonathan, finally you get your chance to be part of the Vancouver Canucks. Let's see. Let's go back to edit lines, and I'm just going to best lines it down in the AHL, I think. So we were doing this, and I think I'm just going to throw Jonathan Deline in this center position. Yeah, that's where I'm going to do it. Go for it. And Horvat, I'm sorry you're playing right wing there, buddy, but I'm sure you'll do just fine. You love it up there. Back to edit lines. Oh, right, because the AHL. What do you mean? Oh, is it my special teams? Yeah, it's my special teams. Horvat's already got special teams here, so that makes things a little better there. Let's throw Taves in here, I guess. And then we've had, I hate it when this happens. Hate it. You know what, Taves? You're having your big day. Back to edit lines, and you guys are Utica, so let's best lines it down in Utica. There we go, and get out of here. Finally, we can get out of here. Gosh darn it. Okay, we end the, wow, that's a high scoring game. We end that month as a 11-1. You know what? I'm going to just jump directly forward and do another month. Let's just get it over with. Jump ahead. I want to get at least 2 months simmed here before we call it an episode. Another win. Leshekin's fully healed, so let's throw him in for Jonathan Deline. I'm actually just going to leave Jonathan up here for now. This actually might make that line worse. No, it doesn't. Great. And then I will bring him down later once we get whoever got injured. I can't remember who got injured now. Was it Brock? Was it Podkozin? Who got injured? Alex? Oh, man, Alex! Someone can replace him down there. That's fine. We really probably shouldn't put him back in. We have people with potential that he's taken ice time from. But he is down there giving that, veteran presence, helping those young guys grow. We are absolutely wrecking face in first by a mile here. Probably even in first in the NHL. Another trade. They really want that goalie, don't they? I'm just going to continue. I'm sorry, Alex. You're staying off right now. It's a bit of a weaker draft class. I don't particularly care. I don't believe Ginning was actually out of the lineup, so we can just skip that. Man, that is 6 losses in a row. Uh-oh, dudes. 7 losses in a row. Uh-oh. All right, so Brock is back. Okay, so that means you are going here, and then you are going here. And that, and then Horvat comes down here, and you get replaced with Brock Besser. Thank you very much. We probably need to go through special teams and put people back. This is Quinn, Yolevi, Taves, Quinn, Yolevi. Dahan is... Oh, right, I do have Dahan scratch. That's actually probably fine then. How was our power play actually looking here? I did not even look at this. The fact that Horvat is on it is really all I really care about. I am thinking, though... Well, that's not good. I guess it doesn't really matter. Can Podkozin take faceoffs? No. Okay. It's trying to get +1 on both of them, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. What if I did this? No? What about Ma for Hughes? There we go. Spread the love a little bit here. Get +1s on both of them. That's better there. And what if I did this? No? That? No? Nothing? 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 Okay, fine. You guys can stay as you are. All right, let's get this month finally done. We still can't win a game. Good Lord. Look at this month. How many wins did we win here in this month? We won the first 3 games and then lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. 8 in a row. We got a point in quite a few of those games, but still, that is not good enough. Vasily is absolutely wrecking face. We're still, by quite a bit, leading the league here. We're tied with the Maple Leafs for points, but if we had had even like a 500 month, we would have been absolutely destroying. But it does seem like we are struggling a little bit. So goals for is obviously pretty good. LA, apparently, their young team has grown up and are putting the puck in the net. They're actually pretty damn good in general. And the Kings and the Flames both have some half decent goaltenders there. I wonder that Markey still can't be wrecking face there. I highly doubt it. There's a possibility. Let's take a look at power play here. You guys are the worst, and we are not great actually. Hopefully we can do a little bit better in the future. Let's take a look at our penalty kill. Our penalty kill is great though. Best in the division. Good to see. Last 10, 2, 3, and 5. So at least we got 5, 6, 7 points out of those 10 games. No, that's not true. 9 points out of those 10 games, which is okay. Not great, but okay. Let's hope we do a little bit better here. Let's take a look at points. Quinn Hughes in that second pairing role is more than a point per game. Love to see it. And then we have basically 4 players. Our top line, it's all point per game. Ma not doing as good as I'd love him to. In that third line pairing, Bo Horvat's doing okay. Brock Besser is basically point per game. I'm not going to fault him for that. He was injured. And there is quite a few minuses here. That third line gets quite a few minuses, unfortunately. Not something I really want to see. Oh, nope. I want to see our goalie stats before we jump away here. How is our goalie doing? And let's take a look. DiPietro is losing. So he's responsible for quite a few of our overtime losses of late, but he's still getting the points I want. And Wallstead is not getting the points I want, unfortunately. I mean, he is. He's getting the wins. He's just not getting that save percentage. I know it is a high-scoring league, but still, I would have preferred for him to be getting a little bit better. All right, let's take a quick look at our progress reports, and then we can probably call it an episode here, guys. All right, I'm seeing a lot of reds. Gaudet, are you statistical pluses? So he's probably an 82. Let's just be honest. Statistical growth for Brock, so he's probably a 90. A bunch of natural from Army X. Deakins, look at those puck skills. Yikes. Offensive awareness up to an 89. Love to see it. His shot is sick. His defensive awareness has gone up too, which is absolutely brilliant. 88 is an amazing defensive awareness. And his physical category, looking dangerous. 92 aggressiveness. Yikes. What is his where are you? Discipline. 85? Not bad. All right, good. That's he's not going to take a huge amount of penalties. Anybody else? Oh, no. Oops, I wanted to see if you're still growing. We got some not natural. We got some statistics there. More statistics. I'm looking for natural growth out of you guys. I would love for these guys to be a little bit more natural growth, but we're not seeing much. All right, let's head to the system and see what kind of growth we got down there. Absolutely nothing. We do have Sterling here. So this is Tyrone Sterling was our new pick there, and he is getting some growth. Puck skills is going up. Slap shot's getting a little harder. Shot blocking is going up. He's basically ready. I could definitely bring him up, and there's a good chance at some point in the season I will. He's actually now set as a top 6 defenseman, which means that I probably will bring him up in the next episode, and that might solve our problem that we are having in our lineup there, trying to get rid of those minuses so that I can bring Dahan back up. In fact, he might even fit in with Taves. So there's a possibility that I could throw Taves over and throw our friend in there. But Taves just, as much as I wanted him to work out, I did not get that scout. It was not scouted properly. I was told that he might fit that bottom. He's losing morale because of ice time too. So I think as we just got him, but we might have to trade away Taves almost immediately. Yeah, that sucks. He actually has other ice time. Is he set? Yeah, he's set as a top 4. You're also top 4, and that doesn't do anything for us. And that really doesn't do anything for us, so... Yeah, I think Devin Taves might be on the way out. But on that note, I think I'm going to leave the episode there. We got a few weeks simmed up. We'll probably get ourselves up to the trade deadline and probably go straight through the trade deadline in the next episode because I don't think we have any huge moves to make. But let me know what you guys think about my moves, and we'll go from there. So like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode of NHL 21 Franchise Moves with your Canucks. Bye, everybody.